All right, guys, we need to talk about this. Yes, the one that's on my screen right now. We need to talk about, well, pretty much what happened today and what could potentially, that's really what's most important, what could potentially happen next. This is very important. I have CEI on my screen right now. Camber Energy Inc., whatever. I mean, just by looking at this graph here, or this chart, you can see how high we reached during the day. I mean, it was a beautiful day for those that have been trading today. Beautiful. And there's always people buying at the top. Sorry, things always happens. You know, it will sell off at some point. And if you're not ready, if you don't have a plan, things can get really, really tough. But anyway, so here's the thing. I know this thing has started really, really low, somewhere in the 30 something cents ever since this, I mean 33 cents, I think, or 43, whatever, 47. Anyway, and then it literally just 10x. Let's just say it 10x. I know I just got right into this video because it's kind of too juicy to talk about this. And we went all the way up to $4.85. And then guess what happened? Of course, there was a huge dump, completely down. And after hours, as I'm making this video right now, here's where we are. It's back to $4 and pretty much some change, like $4.11. That's where we are. Now, I understand that there's people that might have missed what, ever since this whole thing started. And it's probably some people that already bought at the top and try to probably make some money back and all that. Here's kind of one thing that I want to tell for sure. I want to make everybody to understand this. First of all, these plays are extremely risky. Okay, I want to get that out of the way, which, by the way, I want to say I'm not a financial advisor. This is going to be completely my opinion. So when you talk about these kind of risky plays, you have, no one can ever predict exactly how high we can go. That I can tell you for sure. But the reason I'm saying I'm going to tell you what could happen next is it's based on a behavior of stocks just like this one. So if you know, of course, if you can see what my opinion is based on what I think, or at least what I know about the behavior of stocks like this, you can be able to position yourself maybe in a better, kind of in a better position to at least know what could happen. So this is what I think. I know that everybody want to have a piece of this. And based of what we're seeing here, as you can see, I want to show you one thing first. You see this red candle that went down and then bounced back. Today was crazy. I want to show you where it actually bounced back. You see this? That was the previous high of 2 days ago. Right? That was on Monday. That acted literally as a support level that we bounced back completely on it. But if you also want to check, because you don't only use just one technical to check one thing, you can also use something else. So I use this one as a support level, but also if you look at this blue line down here is my 50 moving average. So as you can see, the moving average also is acting as a support level, which if you look right here, right before today, during the pre-market, this is exactly where we bounced back. So after you see something like this, and when we had this huge candle happening, you would have picked up by seeing that there was going to be a bounce back at this level. Just like when you throw up a tennis ball, you're always going to bounce back, right? Now, we're looking at this after hours. Remember, there is a lot of people that were missing out, that got the opportunity to buy somewhere down here, the dip or whatever it was, at least when it was selling off. They got in. And then after hours, a lot of people have been buying and buying and buying. Now, what we have to see is, we haven't printed any other candles. We have to see the next one that are going to be coming during pre-market tomorrow. But usually when you see plays like, there's a lot of them that always play like this. This is something that always happens. So it's a pattern. So when you see a pattern like this, there's usually that two things that could potentially happen. The first one is you will see in the pre-market, it might even actually reach much more higher levels. So which means it might even open slightly higher in the pre-market. But when you see it open higher in the pre-market, once the market open, at least this, according to a lot of different trades just like this one, the first thing that it would do is sell off. Because you see, all the people that bought here and the people that are literally bought during after hours are going to be taking profit first. Because you need to understand one thing. This stock has never been at this literally level, I mean, in a very long time. I don't think it's ever even been here, ever. Let's just figure it out. Let's go back real quick. Here. I mean, this like, oh my gosh, 2019 or something? Where we at? So, and it's actually been, it's under, oh my gosh, it's been under like, what do you call again? Reverse split. It's done it before. That's why you can see like it used to cost like almost $6,000. Never been $6,000 a share. When you see something like this, it means it went over reverse split, which is going to tell you that it's not exactly the greatest company. This is completely a trade. It's completely a play that you only aim to make the money. And don't be the one left out to be holding the bags. So that's what I'm saying. So first thing is, if you see it open higher during the pre-market, you should know that it's most likely going to sell off the first 5 minutes when the market opens. It's probably going to give up a lot of these gains because all these people are going to try taking profit because everybody already know that this thing has been completely overextended. But now, here's another thing that could happen is if you see it either stay stagnant to these levels or it's slightly lower than what you see it right now, it's probably going to keep pumping up because the volume of this thing today was about almost $1 billion. It was like 920 something million, almost $1 billion in volume today only, which means if this same thing repeats itself tomorrow and you see this type of things, it might actually keep pushing up and push, and we might actually reach $5 or somewhere $5 and some change. But remember this, there is going to be another dump. That is going to happen. So those are two things that you need to watch out. The first thing you need to watch out is where is it going to be in pre-market. If it's already overextended in pre-market, you should probably watch out for sell-off in the first 5 minutes of when it opens. And then after that, whatever that's going to happen, it's really going to determine how much buying power is going to be coming in and selling pressure. So, but if you, and on the other case that like I just said, if you see it happen differently or it's just kind of stagnant, like it's not really higher than where it is right now, or maybe somewhere around the same level or slightly lower, it might actually push up into the $5 range. But you best believe it's going to repeat what happened today. It will repeat it again. So I just need you to watch out because this type of plays always happens. So just open your eyes. Nobody can ever tell you how high it could go. We can only tell based on previous patterns, of stocks like this, or crazy expansions like this technique. All right, so not taking too much on this one, I want to talk about ATER, right? ATER, let's go to it. Bam, right here. Hey, this is a really, really, really good setup right now. I understand last time we talked about it, we were down here. I told you guys we were due for a bounce back, which we did. Look how high we went. And then, of course, we pulled back. This pullback, actually, we could have actually broken this level and ATER would have been much higher than this. One of the reasons why we end up selling us is because the company decided to paper hand. By paper hand, I mean they saw that the stock went higher and higher and they decided to raise some money, basically pay some debts and to sell some shares in order to collect some money. So because they did that, they kind of screw everybody over, and then we saw this huge sell-off happening. And then here we go, we kind of lost that momentum. But even though we did lose the momentum, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're actually done because the stock is still really, really shorted. That is one thing. And every single day, this stock is at least traded on over 10 million. 10 to 15 million on average in volume every single day. And as you can see, we are back into this range, which was last time. We're kind of repeating the same thing. And you can look here, my stochastic is completely oversold. You can see it's flat, completely flat, right? So we are reaching kind of the bottom back again. And there is a potential, there could be a potential for a reversal. We're gonna have to see it soon. As you can see, of course, we are below the moving average. It's looking a little bit different, but we might actually find support somewhere around exactly $9 somewhere or some change. And then there is a possibility that even though we don't, but I feel like this range right here is where I consider this range as a bottom, or kind of where we might actually bounce back. And there is a possibility for us to bounce back. And if we do, this is one of the levels that we should be watching for, which is about $13 and something, that could really be acting as a strong resistance somewhere right there. But anyway, that's what I wanted to kind of give you guys an idea about what this plays and where I think they're going to be. But I have a bonus play for you guys that I wanted to add to this one, because I feel like a lot of people have forgotten about this one. BBIG. Hey guys, we're back again. This is BBIG. You see, support, support, and support again. We just, like, not 3 times, but here's another time we did it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Very strong support level right here. And it's about like $6 exactly, or somewhere around $5.95, whatever. So this is a very strong support level, which means, well, BBIG is kind of cheap right now. And it's still one of the most shorted stocks too. I just want to mention those ones so everybody knows. Again, there could be a possibility of a reversal in this stock. And again, if you want to watch, maybe for resistance level, it's probably going to be around $7, the first one. But we could reverse, and this could happen anytime soon or any other time, but it could. There is a possibility for this to happen. So just want to mention that one to everybody else. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. If you would like to trade in the stock market using Webull, please sign up using the link in the description below. Deposit at least $100. You and I will get 4 free stocks. And I believe they're giving out some Apple and probably Tesla stocks also. So you could get one of those. Who knows? And it's actually up to like $1,200 if I'm not wrong. So go ahead, click that link in the description below, and hey, you know, let's get some free stocks. Who doesn't like to get free stocks? So thank you guys again. As for me, as always, I will see you in my next video. Oh, and don't forget to let me know what you think about what I just told you, and if you think it actually makes sense to you. All right, guys.